Navamsha Studies, Role of Pitrakaraka in Vedic Astrology. Welcome to In this video, we explore the Pitrakaraka in Vedic Astrology, a key concept representing the paternal influence in a person's life. Pitrakaraka, determined by the planet with the third highest degree in the birth chart, excluding Rahu and Ketu, symbolizes the father's role, guidance, and the wisdom he imparts. Significance of Pitrakaraka. 1. Father and paternal relationships. Pitrakaraka governs the relationship with the father, influencing how a person perceives and receives their father's guidance. The planet acting as Pitrakaraka reveals whether this relationship is nurturing, authoritative, or challenging. A strong Pitrakaraka indicates a close and formative paternal bond, while an afflicted or weak Pitrakaraka could suggest distance or unresolved issues with the father figure. 2. Creative intelligence and problem-solving. Pitrakaraka is closely related to the natives' creative intelligence and how they approach problem-solving and knowledge assimilation. This planetary influence reflects the father's role in shaping the natives' thinking capacity, artistic inclinations, and creative expression. It governs how the native approaches higher forms of creativity, such as arts, music, and intellectual pursuits. A well-placed Pitrakaraka may indicate a father who fosters an innovative and artistic environment, encouraging the native to express themselves creatively and solve problems in unique ways. An afflicted Pitrakaraka could indicate challenges in developing a clear creative vision or in assimilating knowledge effectively. 3. Ancestral support and esoteric knowledge from past lives. Pitrakaraka also represents ancestral support and the esoteric knowledge that the native carries from past lives. It reflects the karmic influences and the energies inherited from paternal ancestors, indicating what type of spiritual or ancestral guidance is present in the native's life. A strong Pitrakaraka suggests that the native is well supported by these influences, receiving wisdom and strength from their ancestors. A weak Pitrakaraka might point to unresolved karmic issues related to the father or ancestors that need to be addressed in this lifetime. 4. Moral compass and ethical foundations. The planet acting as Pitrakaraka also plays a major role in shaping the native's moral values, ethics, and sense of duty. The father is often the first figure to impart societal norms and ethical principles, and the condition of Pitrakaraka indicates how well these lessons are absorbed and followed by the native. A well-placed Pitrakaraka signifies a strong ethical foundation, whereas an afflicted one may indicate struggles with maintaining moral integrity or facing ethical dilemmas. 5. Career and social standing. Pitrakaraka influences the native's approach to career and social status, often reflecting how the father's guidance impacts their professional life. It also reveals the father's role in shaping the native's ambitions and approach to success. A well-positioned Pitrakaraka suggests that the father may have provided solid guidance on how to achieve professional growth and social recognition. Conversely, a challenging placement may indicate difficulties in pursuing or sustaining career success. 6. Love, romance, and celebration. Pitrakaraka also reflects how one approaches love, romance, and celebration in life. The planet representing Pitrakaraka influences the native's ability to engage with romance, joy, and pleasure. A well-placed Pitrakaraka suggests that the father's influence has instilled a healthy approach to love, celebration, and romantic relationships, where the native finds joy and balance. An afflicted Pitrakaraka may indicate challenges in expressing or receiving love, or difficulties in fully embracing moments of celebration, often due to restrictions or unresolved emotional barriers linked to paternal influence. Through this exploration of Pitrakaraka in Vedic astrology, we uncover how the father's influence shapes the native's creative intelligence, approach to love, and moral values, as well as their connection to ancestral knowledge. Stay tuned as we dive into how the placement of Pitrakaraka across various houses impacts different aspects of life and personal. Navamsha Studies. In Vedic astrology, when the sun becomes the Pitrakaraka, it emphasizes the father's influence in areas such as authority, punctuality, self-sacrifice, and a strong moral and ethical compass. The sun, representing leadership, power, and integrity, reflects a father figure who instills in the native the importance of standing firm in principles, taking responsibility, and leading by example. Below, we explore how the sun as Pitrakaraka manifests across 6 key aspects of life. Part 1. Father and paternal relationships. When the sun is Pitrakaraka, the father plays a pivotal role as an authoritative figure, embodying punctuality, self-sacrifice, and moral strength. The relationship with the father often revolves around the values of honor, responsibility, and leading with integrity. The father may set high expectations, teaching the native to be disciplined and principled. The father may emphasize the importance of punctuality and responsibility in life, pushing the native to live up to high standards of discipline and integrity. The relationship likely involves lessons on self-sacrifice, where the father teaches the native to prioritize duty and the greater good over personal desires. 2. Creative intelligence and problem-solving. With the sun as Pitrakaraka, the native's approach to creative intelligence is shaped by the father's focus on moral clarity and ethical leadership. The father's influence encourages the native to take on leadership roles and approach challenges with confidence and a strong ethical foundation. The father may emphasize the need to make decisions with integrity, encouraging the native to take the high road in all situations. Problem-solving for the native revolves around using moral authority and leadership skills, inspired by the father's teachings. The native is likely to approach challenges with a clear sense of responsibility and purpose, influenced by the father's teachings on self-reliance and ethical leadership. 3. Ancestral support and esoteric knowledge from past lives. With sun as Pitrakaraka, the native may carry strong ancestral support linked to leadership, self-sacrifice, and maintaining a moral compass. The father may act as a channel for ancestral wisdom, teaching the native how to handle responsibility and power with integrity. The native may feel a strong connection to paternal ancestors, especially those who held positions of authority or played key roles in shaping moral and social frameworks. The native may inherit a sense of duty and responsibility tied to family honor and leadership, passed down through the father. Esoteric knowledge related to leadership, authority, and the importance of maintaining a strong ethical foundation may be part of the native's inherited wisdom. 4. Moral compass and ethical foundations. When sun is Pitrakaraka, the father plays a crucial role in shaping the native's moral compass. The father's influence likely emphasizes the importance of living by principles, adhering to high ethical standards, and making decisions based on what is morally right. The native is guided to always take the ethical path, even when faced with difficult choices, and to maintain personal integrity in all areas of life. The father likely instills a deep respect for truth, honor, and justice, teaching the native to prioritize these values in their personal and professional life. The native's ethical foundation is likely tied to the father's lessons on self-sacrifice and doing what is right, even at personal cost. 5. Career and social standing. With sun as Pitrakaraka, the father's influence strongly affects the native's career ambitions and public standing. The father may encourage the native to pursue roles of authority and leadership, focusing on positions where honor, responsibility, and public service are key. The native may feel a drive to achieve recognition and respect in their career, following the father's guidance on the importance of maintaining a strong public image through ethical conduct. The native may be drawn to careers in leadership, government, or law, where their sense of responsibility and moral integrity can be applied, often following the father's example or encouragement. The father's influence may push the native to seek public recognition or rise to a position of authority where they can lead with integrity and a clear sense of duty. 6. Love, romance, and celebration. In the context of love, romance, and celebration, the sun, as Pitrakaraka, influences the native's approach by emphasizing dignity, honor, and mutual respect. The father's teachings may shape how the native values relationships, placing importance on loyalty, commitment, and maintaining a strong sense of ethical conduct within partnerships. Celebrations may focus on achievements or milestones that reflect the father's values of self-sacrifice and public recognition. The native may seek relationships built on shared values, loyalty, and a sense of mutual respect, reflecting the father's emphasis on moral integrity. Celebrations may involve significant achievements in career or public life, with a focus on honoring responsibility, duty, and public service. In conclusion, when the sun is Pitrakaraka, the father's influence centers on punctuality, self-sacrifice, and maintaining a strong moral and ethical compass. The father guides the native to embody leadership, act with responsibility, and make decisions rooted in principle. This placement encourages the native to live a life of honor, striving for achievement and recognition, while maintaining the highest ethical standards, with the father serving as a constant model of moral authority. Navamsha studies moon as Pitrakaraka. In Vedic astrology, when the moon becomes the Pitrakaraka, it reflects a father figure who significantly influences the native's emotional well-being, intuition, and nurturing abilities. The moon as Pitrakaraka embodies qualities such as healing, emotional support, psychology, and care for the masses, highlighting how the father plays a central role in shaping the native's emotional landscape and ability to care for others. The moon also brings in elements of travel, food, and moodiness, showing the father's influence on the native's adaptability and emotional sensitivity. Below, we explore how the moon as Pitrakaraka manifests across 6 key aspects of life. 1. Father and paternal relationships. With the moon as Pitrakaraka, the father's role centers around providing emotional support, healing, and a nurturing presence. The father may be someone who plays a protective, sensitive, and sometimes fickle or moody role in the native's life, offering emotional guidance but possibly fluctuating in his moods. The father may influence the native's empathy and ability to connect with the emotional needs of others, often encouraging the native to care for family, community, and even the broader masses. The father might be involved in areas of psychology, healing, or working with the public, teaching the native how to be emotionally attuned to others' needs. The relationship could be marked by the father's emotional depth, but also moments of fickleness, where his emotional state shifts and impacts the native. 2. Creative intelligence and problem solving. When the moon is Pitrakaraka, the father's influence on the native's creative intelligence is connected to empathy, intuition, and the ability to heal emotional wounds. The native may develop a heightened sense of emotional awareness, using this emotional intelligence to solve problems, especially in areas involving mental health, nurturing, or caring for others. The father may guide the native to use compassion and intuitive thinking as tools for problem solving, whether in personal relationships, work involving psychology, or community healing. The native is likely adept at solving problems in emotional or psychological contexts, often using intuitive understanding shaped by the father's nurturing presence. The father's guidance may encourage the native to use healing, whether through psychological insight or emotional support, as a creative way to address challenges, especially in the broader community. Ancestral support and esoteric knowledge from past lives. With moon as Pitrakaraka, the native carries ancestral support linked to emotional healing, psychological insight, and possibly esoteric knowledge related to nurturing or healing the masses. The father may serve as a channel for passing down ancestral wisdom involving care for others, especially in the context of family lineage, community, or spiritual healing. This placement may suggest karmic ties related to emotional caregiving, mental health work, or healing roles passed down from paternal ancestors. The native may feel a deep sense of duty or responsibility to nurture and care for others, drawing upon ancestral knowledge shared by the father. The father may be a key figure in helping the native access esoteric wisdom, particularly in areas like psychology, spiritual healing, or emotional care. 4. moral compass, and ethical foundations. With the moon as Pitrakaraka, the father plays a significant role in shaping the native's moral compass through lessons about empathy, emotional responsibility, and care for others. The father may teach the native the importance of being emotionally available and sensitive to the needs of others, shaping the native's approach to ethics through an emphasis on compassion and nurturing. This placement suggests that the native's sense of right and wrong is deeply tied to how they care for others and ensure emotional well-being, not only for family but for the broader community. The father likely instills a strong sense of empathy, teaching the native to always consider others' emotional needs when making moral or ethical decisions. The native may develop a healing approach to resolving conflicts, feeling morally compelled to offer emotional support and ensure the emotional well-being of those around them. 5. Career and social standing. When the moon is Pitrakaraka, the father's influence on the native's career and social standing is tied to healing, emotional care, and possibly fields involving psychology, travel, or working with the public. The father may encourage the native to pursue careers that involve emotional intelligence, such as nursing, caregiving, counseling, or roles that allow them to heal or support others emotionally. The native may also be drawn to work in foreign lands, involving travel or hospitality, often guided by the father's influence on broadening their emotional and social horizons. The native may pursue careers that involve working with the masses, psychological work, or healing roles, often encouraged by the father's influence in these areas. The father's teachings may push the native toward roles that require compassion, emotional understanding, and support for others, potentially in foreign environments or public-facing roles. 6. Love, romance, and celebration. With the moon as Pitrakaraka, the native's approach to love, romance, and celebration is deeply tied to emotional connection and nurturing. The father's teachings may encourage the native to value emotional support and intuitive understanding in romantic relationships, emphasizing the importance of empathy and care in partnerships. Romantic relationships for the native may be emotionally rich, with the father's influence encouraging deep emotional bonds. Celebrations may center around family, emotional gatherings, and moments of emotional significance, often tied to travel, shared meals, or intimate settings. The native may seek partners who are emotionally supportive and nurturing, reflecting the father's influence on the importance of emotional security in relationships. Celebrations may involve family-focused or emotionally significant gatherings, often tied to traditions around food, travel, or moments of emotional healing. In conclusion, when the moon is Pitrakaraka, the father's influence revolves around emotional healing, empathy, and the ability to care for others on a deep emotional level. The father plays a key role in nurturing the native's emotional intelligence, guiding them toward roles of healing, psychological insight, and care for the masses. This placement encourages the native to develop emotional depth, using their empathy to navigate life, with the father shaping their approach to love, career, and the emotional needs of those around them.